Good evening, everyone, and welcome to West Ham United. I'm Andy, and I am back. Which, when I say I've just had a look at the stats, the channel was made in the 3rd of September last year, and 2 days ago, I reached the target, which I probably thought I would have met, but not as quickly as what I have done. And to reach 1,000 subscribers, it's amazing, really, and I really am just lost for words on how the support, especially over the last couple of weeks. I think I've gained like 200 subscribers, and I've just got so. I really am just lost for words. But let's have a look and see who is in the chat. Oh, I've got a surprise. I weren't expecting this because he told me he weren't coming on. Look, I've got Jake from West Ham Unofficial. How are you?
Expect the unexpected, Mr. Miles.
I know. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Congratulations. How's things?
Yeah, mate. It's good. It's good. Like I said, it's been a good week. Obviously, coming back like West Ham, obviously coming getting a result. It wasn't the best performance, but as I've said, I'd rather win ugly. Do you know what I mean? I really would rather win ugly and get the
Yeah.
points on the board. It doesn't really matter how you play, does it?
Well, no, definitely. If we get the points, then I don't really particularly care until this bad run of performances continue until we get to Liverpool away, and then everything could go peak Kong. But everything literally could just dissolve,
Yeah, no,
dissolve into Anfield. But
uh, great point. I was going to mention this already. And Tottenham lost yesterday. What more can you ask for, mate? What more can you ask for?
honestly, there's nothing more Spursy than about six of them at the top singing West Ham kittens everywhere they go, and then losing from two Southampton headers in 5 minutes.
Let's
Spursy.
have a look. Let's have a look here. Mr. Cox is in the chat. Hope you're doing well. John is in the chat. Grant. Neil. We meet again. He's
5:20.
5:20 a.m. I hope I didn't wake you up with the early start. In the notification. Jay Woods is in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Mama Cox, thank you very much. Did Andy? I've actually got West Ham pajamas as well. I
Yeah,
actually
well,
have.
yeah, well, oh well. I
No,
just,
no. Thanks for coming on, mate. I wasn't expecting it. Wasn't
uh,
expecting it. And Kent is in the building. Like, I'm going to give us. You know how much how great he is, Jake. But
yeah.
I've said it on Facebook so many times. But Kent Hammers is the dog's dangly bits. He's always there. I was going to say Kit. No, I weren't. I weren't. I was joking. I was going to say no. Kent obviously allows. Obviously, your dad does it as well. Puts our stuff. Obviously, he's got a good following on his Facebook page. He's always there with his opinions. How he reckons the game's well. So yeah, just a shout out. Jake's probably going to say the same to Kent Hammers.
Lovely bloke as well. Lovely
Yeah,
bloke.
yeah, no. Ken, I haven't. I've only watched the extra time, Joe. The questions. That's the only thing I've watched so far. Have you watched it yet, Jake?
Yeah. A brilliant thing is they put chapters in, so I missed out all the guff and just listened to the West Ham stuff. It's really interesting.
Yeah, no, I'd be interested to see that. Like you said, I think a few people have hyped up again where he mentioned Chelsea. They think he's coming back, don't they? Already, don't they? He's going to sign before the
Honestly.
end of the season.
Oh God, well that's Chelsea.
Uh, yeah, no, exactly. Let's have a look. Tottenham are crap. Yeah, they get battered as well. They do get battered.
Everywhere they go.
Yeah, and my mum's in the building as well. Right, so this is a Q&A as well, uh, Jake. Obviously, I don't really want to be talking about obviously the certain what's going on, but do you think it's been overhyped? Do you reckon it's been taken out of context a bit? Do you reckon if it was someone else, or another club, it wouldn't be as bad in the media?
I think it's been overhyped. I don't think it's been taken out of context as much. I mean, what Mikel Antonio said today, some people have took it the wrong way. I don't I don't know why he stopped personally. He didn't need to stop. He was just coming out of training, from what I could see of it from the little interview he did. He's just coming out of training. He didn't need to do that, and he hasn't added fuel to the fire, but But he said something that he didn't really need to say and get involved in. If I'm being honest with you, I'm sure David Moyes and the team would like the players to stay silent on it so we can move on. At the end of the day, yes, it was awful what he did, but we fined him as much as we possibly could. I'm still not sure whether it was right to start him. We fined him 250 grand, 2 weeks' wages, gave that to the RSPCA or whoever. They've took his cats off him. I don't see much more that they can do unless they wanted to go to the ultimate extreme of what Dagenham and Redbridge have done to his brother, who was filming it behind the camera. They've suspended him or ripped up his contract, which West Ham United haven't done. We've had sponsors coming out and dropping. I mean, we're going to miss our halftime quiz, which I never did and never intend to do.
What? You're kidding?
No. I'll tell you what. I sat there and watched it, but do you really think I was going to go on and try and attempt for the dodgy London Stadium Wi-Fi to work, to go on and do an experience kiss-me quiz?
No, I was speaking to Dom yesterday, and he said he actually got, if he'd done it, he probably would have won it. He got every question right, and the estimated question yesterday, he wasn't far off. So, it's a good thing. Let's have a look. Martin saying, I think this Zouma situation has gone a bit too far. Antonio pulled, which is fair enough, I think. Yeah, I think he, I don't know. He could have used something else, for example, but that, like you said, he's been put on the spot. He wasn't interview trained. He wasn't expecting it, and like you said, Jake, fair play to him for saying his point as well.
But the thing with it as well, somebody put this on Twitter, nobody stopped Marcus Rashford or anybody outside the Man United training ground after the whole Greenwood thing came out. You didn't hear anything from players about that. They weren't challenged, they weren't interview coming out. There's been more press and there's more blue tickers on Twitter coming out talking about this than there have been talking about Greenwood, ruining this girl's life, for Christ's sake, which is stupid, man. And of course it's Man United. I wouldn't put it past Greenwood or Man United paying people to just keep quiet about it, if I'm being honest with you. There will be something down that line either done or going to be done in terms of that. But yeah, I think it has been taken too far, and West Ham United and everybody involved has made the decision. We can't change that, sat here on our YouTube channel, so we've just got to criticise it, yes, but move on now, I'm afraid. And it's reported that everything seems to be back to normal now, and it's what it is.
Yeah, no, exactly. Right, this is a Q&A, sorry for people who don't know. John's actually read it and actually put some questions. So, Jake, you're going to answer them first. So the first one is, your 3 favourite away games in England. What ground do you like going to?
See, it's difficult because when people ask this question, I think, are we actually talking about the ground and everything, or is it the atmosphere of the game and everything involved? It's difficult because if I'm going to go off this season, off performances and atmosphere and just the whole day, it's got to be Newcastle away. First game is just because it was the first game back and everything about it. Newcastle away. Closely followed by Villa away, I think, especially because where we were sat, that was brilliant, or stood. That was brilliant down the bottom. Villa away's got to be up there. Where else? Watford away was good, but I don't think it's quite up to that level. I'm just trying to think where else have we had away games. Everton was a decent atmosphere because of the whole Sigurdsson thing. That was quite funny.
You wouldn't believe it, because I got told that the fans are very quiet. I actually enjoyed Southampton away as well, but only because we was on the concourse where Tottenham actually lost to Palace as well. That's what springs to.
You know what? That was the best moment of the day because it's on the vlog when it happens live, and you and Mike will be answering and Tottenham get better. That was brilliant.
So I've been to a few. I'd say Palace. Palace away was good. Atmosphere. So I'm going to go Palace, Newcastle, and Villa. I'm going to go for, because I think the atmosphere.
I forgot Palace.
Definitely. Let's have a look here. Who else? Peach is in the building as well. Peach is in the building. People have jumped on a bit where he said he wanted to win everything. What's the point of being a pro if you don't want to? Yeah, no, exactly. That's hunger. Why can't we win the FA Cup or Europa League this year, Jake?
Why can't we? We will get to at least a semi-final of one of those competitions this year. It's not a guarantee, but I think we will.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, It got announced today that obviously we're playing at 7:30 kickoff. Southampton away in the FA Cup on Wednesday, the 2nd of March. So
It
yeah,
it's good for us because it's only an hour down the road, but for you lot up Essex and it's just enough blimmin' nightmare it is, honestly. I know it's fixture congestion, I know it's hard because of the amount of Premier League games that have got to be replayed,
yeah,
but it's absolutely disgusting that this has been put that the fifth round of the FA Cup has been put midweek. And I don't like to give Spurs credit, but they've got Middlesbrough away on a Wednesday night or something stupid like that.
yeah,
Middlesbrough away on a Wednesday night, really? And um, not the FA Cup, but when Brentford had Man City away last night, they pretty much filled their away end up last night at Man City on a Wednesday.
yeah,
It's very, very good.
yeah. No, so it
Go on.
works out. I'll probably have to book half a day
Yeah.
because it's only like 2.5 hours on the way home. So if there isn't no extra time, oh no, I don't know. I think the replays are coming back in. I think, or are they? I can't remember.
No.
Kent
See,
will probably tell us.
I, I think it is. I think that's what it said, but that's stupid. That is. They should. I've never been a big fan of replays. I understand them for the smaller clubs. If we would have got a draw against Kidderminster, then they would have preferred obviously a rematch at the London
Yeah,
Stadium. I'm sure because of the money and the finances and everything else in the
yeah.
day and whatnot. But I really don't like replays because it just drags it on. I don't mind first legs and second legs in the Europa League because it makes you think differently. But
I like that
replay,
they've took the away goals out, which is good as well. I
yeah,
like
that's
that.
good. Yeah, that's good. I couldn't understand that anyway, but
Mm.
but
Uh,
it's 7:30. It could have been a lot worse. A lot on the club website it said it was going to be like 6:30, and I thought they can't do that. But yeah, it's been announced
yeah,
7:30. It couldn't have been 8 o'clock, 8:15, or quarter part up or quarter to 8 because the how it works is that those timestamps are owned by BT and Sky, so quarter to 8, 8 o'clock, and quarter past 8. So ITV or BBC or whoever are doing it can't put it
yeah,
on at that time for some stupid
yeah.
reason.
We're on the red button because their
Yeah.
work can't be shown. So, but yeah, no, that's good. Jay Woods, Antonio was asking why people looking to get Zuma sacked, but looking for people. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Like you said, like the amount of grief. Don't really want to bring it up, but John Terry springs to mind when obviously Suarez. He bit someone, and he got a 40 grand fine. And don't get me wrong, he had, but yeah, no, it is. But like you said, I think Talksport getting political, but obviously Jamie O'Hara's had a bad past. He's still employed
Yeah.
by Talksport, so it was the first one who come to my head. But yeah, no, let's have a look here. All the celebs trying to make themselves look good, trying to get. Yeah, Chris Kirkland as well. That one surprised me. He said he should never play football again.
Yeah, they're all coming out. All of them that have never said a word about football before in their life are all coming out speaking about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Kent saying I've messed up loads of times in an adult life in the learning curve. I hope Kurt learns from this and moves forward. I was raging to start, and then I sat back and was a bit more. Yeah, no, I'm exactly the same as you, Ken. At first, I was just like, Kurt, what are you doing? But I said it on my fan cam with Nicky. I'm actually going to give Moyes credit because taking him out of the limelight is, say, for example, if he returned to Leicester, that'll be away from home, first game back, more publicity, more pressure. The fact that he's just put him back in, and obviously you watched the game, Jake, as well. I thought he was our best player on Tuesday.
He was good.
Tuesday.
He was good. I thought Dawson was our best player, but those two handled with the Watford pressure really well. And fair play to him because it was in harsh conditions. Because I mean, you were there. Were there sections of the West Ham fan base booing him as well, or was that just the Watford?
It was hard for me to see. I think there was a couple.
Yeah.
But like you get confused with booming and zoo. Like it can
Yeah.
go across a bit different. But no, he handled himself well. I got a bit worried when he got that tackle. Someone proper left one on him, didn't they?
Yeah.
In it, I thought, oh, here we go. But no,
But
that's
you've got to give credit to the Watford fans. Some of their chants that I could hear on the telly and what people put on Twitter was quite funny. When he went down injured, what were they singing? That's how your cat feels, or something.
yeah. Well, obviously, I'm not gonna. The best, well, one of the best ones was when Zuma cleared it at the last minute. The
Oh
chant
yeah.
was from the West Ham fans was he kicks what he wants, but I thought that was a bit harsh. But
Oh
it was quite
God,
funny, like
really?
considering, but that they were giving it back as well. But the best bit was though, because obviously you was at Watford away, I didn't go. Is the fans were singing our support's rubbish, but they didn't sell out their allocation.
Did they not?
Nah, there was loads of empty seats at the top because I'm at the top,
Was
innit?
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
Was
was
there
a load of
really?
empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And 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 they reckon our support was rubbish. Honestly, next to the away end, to the left hand side at Vicarage Road, there was no word of a lie. A whole block where there was about 10 people there, and the rest was just empty seats.
Yeah. Thanks, James. That means a lot. I remember you saying that. I was gonna give it up, but I'm glad. I'm glad I am. I'm glad I am, mate. Thank you. Yeah, Southampton, a good day. Yeah, close.
Close for us,
Martin.
Mike. That'd be a
Yeah.
good day.
Kent Amazon 53. You never stop learning and making mistakes. Yeah. Thank you. Let's have a look. Hopefully, London. Yeah, no, it was a bit flat, but I don't know what to make of that as well because the tribute for Isla was amazing. Like the one before, look, just before,
Yeah.
about 15 minutes before kickoff as well. I think I put it on Twitter as well. Yeah, it was an amazing tribute, and I think that's probably played its part as well. Obviously, the Zouma, but the last couple of times I have been there, it's not been as it was. I think Leeds as well. Leeds was our last
Yeah,
home
Leeds
game, I
weren't
think.
great, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Kent saying is Newcastle, Bournemouth, Palace my favourites, but oh yeah, Kidderminster. I forgot about that. That was
Yeah,
actually really good.
yeah. See, from a different perspective, because I think Kent was one of the very few fans that was on the side stands. It wasn't behind the goal. I think Kent was on the
Oh, was
little,
you Ken? Oh, okay.
yeah, because there was like a couple hundred like on the side stand, weren't there?
Yeah, no, definitely. Do you agree with this, Jake? What my mum was saying? Because we was talking about this. I think FA Cup should be weekend. You should move the
Yeah,
Premier League to midweek, shouldn't you?
yeah, I completely agree. And the FA Cup is supposed to be about the fans, the fairy tales, and it's so silly that the fact is that Spurs. I mean, we all don't like Spurs, but they've got to go to Middlesbrough on a Wednesday night for an FA Cup tie where they're expected to sell out 9,000. Come on.
I'm not too sure of our West Ham allocation yet. I only saw the headline. I don't know. I think we've got to get at least six anyway. At least
Six or
six.
seven, I think, because I think it's a 27 seater and you get 15%, don't you, or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, Spurs might. Yeah, they probably will. They probably will.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 2K. I wish, Gary. If I gained some thousand.
Trump us get this done. Gary's catching me up at 2K.
Yeah, no. Devalues the cup. I agree.
I
I
agree, man.
agree. Because like that's Boreham Wood, isn't it? They've got to go to Everton during midweek. It's a bit
Yeah,
harsh,
I know.
isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? And hopefully, touch with me and Mike, and you'll hopefully be there as well, Andy. And it's just midweek, and it's just not got the same vibe as a Saturday at past 12 kickoff like it was at Kidderminster, does it?
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. Let's have a look. Oh my God! There's so many people. There's so many. I'm so far behind on the comments. I am so far behind.
Welcome to
Uh,
publicity, Andy.
I know. Definitely. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. 1 second. 1 second. It's mad. It's mad. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I agree. Oh, yeah, we played Man City on a Monday night, Luke. I remember that now, actually.
Mm.
We played them. We played them. That was it. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry.
Anton's in the chat. Anton.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, there it is. Let's have a look. I think the date and time Southampton is a joke. I want to go to the game. I don't often get away tickets since I'm on 9 points. I don't think I'll be able to go because I have college. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. Andrew saying some Boreham Wood fans said they've asked for special permission from school to take their kids. Well, can you imagine that? Imagine that for a day. A day out.
Well, to be fair, if that was us, we'd just take you out anyway. We just go, oh, just go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, no, definitely. I hate. Yeah, the other night we didn't know what to do. Yeah, Jake, what's your take on it? Because a few people started looking around. Maybe I was a bit over, but a few people like who were sitting with us is we were getting in good positions and just going backwards as well. I
Yeah,
don't understand. Do you reckon it's just natural width? Like Sufal and Creswell have not been the same for a while, have they?
I well, what's the word? I don't like to criticise players, but I don't think Souček was very good. I thought he slowed things down, and his only option really was to go backwards. And I think Souček was the main culprit for that, because he got the ball and he'd always look to go backwards, which isn't the Souček that we know. And we did seem to do that and heavily rely on passing it back, so Dawson and Zouma can roll it across the back four. And I think it was just quite a negative and almost West Ham of a couple of years ago. And I think somebody said that on a fan cam. I forgot who it was. Somebody said it was West Ham of a few years ago against Watford.
Yeah, no, definitely. Question: would you rather 150 million investment or 200 million investment in bringing the seats closer in the London Stadium?
It depends how close you're bringing them.
Because I think you're going to have to rip everything out. Because even the top, you could move the bottom tier closer, but the top tier you'd have to completely rip the whole stadium out. I think
you'd have to knock it down and just rebuild it back up again, because you can't move it. You can't move a big old round stadium, can you? You can't move it forward, surely.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's not on wheels.
Exactly. Let's have a look here. If it was Deck, would we want rid of?
Question: if it was Deck, would we want rid of him? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Gary.
What do you mean? If we was Declan Rice, would? Yeah, Gary. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Rusty's in the. Oh, Anton. Sorry, Anton. And then I've got. Oh, but there's loads of people in. We've got West Ham Networks in. Let's have a look here.
In that building.
Yeah, we've got better atmosphere when we play the bigger teams. And Tottenham at home was good. We should have Tottenham at home, Jake.
No, we were on cruise.
Yeah,
we were sailing around Germany or something.
Yeah. Let's have a look. I was on the side, Jake. You're right. Didn't have any grub. I didn't have any. We got 3 McPlant burgers from McDonald's for.
You had a vegan burger, Andy?
I never had it. No, I didn't chance it. I didn't chance it. Coventry had 1. Oh, okay, cool. That's not a bad allocation.
Yeah, because I looked at the pictures of it. So they had to, where it usually was on the left hand side as you're looking to the pitch, and it where it stops like at the end of the goal, it just goes the whole way round to the separate corner. So you get that whole stand behind the goal there.
Yeah, no, exactly. I need to hurry up with these comments. They're flying too much. Miles and Jake, you're better. Hey, thanks, Hammerhead.
You're a better duo. Wow, thank you very much, Hammerhead.
I think Mike's a close second.
No, Mike's not a close second. Mike's up there. Mike is up there.
He's like Super David Moyes, isn't he?
Yeah. Here's a question, quickly.
Yeah.
I put this on my Twitter yesterday. Question, because it's a Q&A and all that. With the Super David Moyes song, do we keep Zouma in it? Do we put Dawson in it? Do we scrap the song completely?
No, Zouma's got to stay.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Fair enough.
They've got 5,100 tickets, and other people say we're going to get more. I suppose it's a wait and see. Hopefully, I should have enough. I think I've got enough points to get a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, I hope you're doing well. Has the DJ got the Wurzel song for Newcastle game sorted?
No idea what he's on about.
Oh, sorry. Right, this is it. If Deck had kicked the cat, would we? Oh, sorry, Gary.
I'll tell you what. That's a blooming good question. That is, Andy. You can go first on that.
No, because don't get me wrong. Like what Zouma's done is wrong, but I'm bringing it up, innit? But I didn't want to. Obviously, Marcus Alonso, 15 years. Well, 2008, 2009. He was drunk, speeding, and killed a woman like in a car accident.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Obviously, you've seen the Twitter as well. Cristiano Ronaldo, what he's done to the dog. Did you see that tweet? That's very similar. Suarez is a bit a human being, been racist. Like, I'm not saying what Zouma's done is like good, but I think he is being very harshly treated, and I'll give credit. Actually, I'm going to give credit to Zouma as well for actually playing, because he could have turned away and said, "I don't want to play," but he was professional as well.
he could have curled up in a ball and just gone away for 2 weeks, but he didn't. But quickly before we move on from this subject, if it was Andrei Yarmolenko who did it, would you be saying something different?
No, because you're probably going to laugh at this, but we may need him.
Well,
we
yeah,
really might. We may need him, but I'm not just saying that. If it was Fabianski, Areola, what if it was David Moyes? It's the same, isn't it? It's the same.
Yeah. David Moyes isn't that. Well, David Moyes doesn't own a social media account. David Moyes would definitely not. He would be right at the bottom of the list for someone who would do that in my eyes. But I thought Zouma would be there as well. But here we are.
Anyone who knows me, I'll do it because I'm going to go for another 15 minutes. Let's put the link in the chat. Let's see if anyone's around who wants to come on and have a little talk to us. That might be better. And I can have a look. We're flat against Watford. Let's have a look here. Sorry, yeah, we're flat against Watford. Too much passing sideways until Lanzini come on. Yeah, I agree. Lanzini changed the game. No. Was you surprised Vlasic weren't introduced, Jay?
No, I wasn't surprised Vlasic was introduced, to be honest with you. I thought it was the right call to take Ben Rama off. The question I'm going to ask you, though, Andy, is does Lanzini start over Ben Rama on Sunday for you? It's because for me, he does.
Yeah, for me, he does. I think Fornells will go to that left wing position to help with them bombing forward. Pereira's a great player, so obviously they've got pace to burn with Barnes and Thomas as well. So yeah, for me, Lanzini will go in there, and I hope we play a free.
Yeah. Interesting.
Let's have a look here. Oh dear.
Somebody said at school today. Somebody said it at school today. How did they phrase it? I hope David Moyes has put Zouma on free kicks now.
Let's have a look. There's a few people commenting. Anton's off for a meeting. Okay, going straight in there. Happy's asking it. Score predictions for Leicester.
I think they'll score. I think we'll win 2-1.
I'm going to go for a 3-1. 3-1. We love scoring. We've scored 10 goals in our last 3 games against Leicester. We love scoring. Yeah. Bowen's literally on fire at the minute. 11 goal. And he's holding hands with Danny Dyer, isn't he?
Yeah, Bowen's on fire. And in the words of the real Danny Dyer, he is the... Yeah, whatever he plans to do.
Yeah, the bollocks.
Yeah, I think.
No, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-1. Andrew's saying give it a couple weeks, and the press will have a new celebrity villain. Always been that way. Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Would you rather fight 10 cat-sized Zoomas or 1 Zooma-sized cat? Oh, fucking hell.
Question, isn't
it? 1 Zooma-sized cat. It's bigger than a lion.
Yeah. True.
Kent saying I think Manu will start on the bench on Sunday. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Like you said, do we give Watford credit as well? Because they were defend.
Yeah.
They were defend.
Yeah.
But as soon as that first goal went in, it killed them, didn't it?
I give Watford credit because I thought, especially in the first half, up until the goal even, they were very well drilled. They did a West Ham on West Ham. They were very well drilled at the back, and they were pretty good on the break, which is what we've done for the last 18 months or however long. They were very hard to break down. They made it hard for us. They made it hard for flair players like Ben Rama to get into the game, and that's why he was subbed, because he had very little impact on the game. And a few people have even said the only really time I mentioned or saw him on the pitch was when he missed that sitter and when he was subbed off.
Yeah, no, definitely. Jake, would you put Fornells back alongside Rice and let Souček move further forward potentially?
Yeah, I would, because I think Souček's going off the rails sitting personally. I think he's not the same player sitting as he is going forward. I would experiment with that.
Yeah, no, He changed the game at Kidderminster though. They didn't know how to deal with him in the box. He might have not won many, but they just didn't know what to do when he was in there. So let's have a look. Kent's going 2-1. Ben Rama and Bowen.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Lanzini and Bowen.
Or yeah, they've got Liverpool tonight, ain't they, Leicester?
Yeah, they have. So we hope Liverpool give them a good battering.
Yeah, 18-0. Pats. Could see that. I could see that. Man U are getting away with the media. Yeah, no, definitely. Luke saying Roy Hodgson knows his onions when you consider how poor they were. Yeah. Would you rather be a star in the Championship or play for West Ham but never get into the first team?
I mean, being a West Ham fan, I'd say play for West Ham but never get into the first team. But if I was any other random footballer, I'd say be a star in the Championship.
I would be a star in the. I would rather be a star in the Championship. Like,
even though being a lifelong West Ham fan.
Yeah, I would.
Really?
I really would. Like, to have that opportunity to play in front of fans. Like, I think Mitrovic is. Mitrovic is not Premiership quality, but he's too good for the Championship.
I agree. There's nothing in the middle there, though, is there, for him? No, I agree.
It reminds me, Kent will probably prove me wrong if I isn't, or anyone. He reminds me of a Ross McCormack. He's a bit older than. Do you remember him, Ross McCormack?
I can vision the name. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah, he played for Cardiff. He had a big move to Leeds, and then I think he went to Norwich.
That's it.
Couldn't hack it in the Premier League at all. Yeah, no, definitely. Let's have a look here. I hope for a nice game will be important to West Ham. Question: do you think if we beat Leicester on Sunday, the Champions League dream is still alive? Jay?
I spoke about this morning, where I broke it down, and it's not till I broke it down and realised that Watford are well in this top four race, and people will laugh at me, but they are not out of this. If they beat Arsenal tonight, they've got to be a serious contender. And honestly, Wolves fans, when we come back from football, ringing up and saying, on 5 Live or 6 whatever it's called, saying why aren't we being considered as a top 6, top 4 contender? It's so tight in there. It's the fact is if they win tonight, Wolves, they will leapfrog Spurs and Arsenal. They will go 3 points behind us. We've still got to play them, and they've got a game or two in hand on us.
It's mad, isn't it? It is mad.
It is.
But like you said, they. Go on, mate. Sorry.
Is the Champions League dream still alive? It is if we beat these teams like Watford, the teams like Leicester, and whoever else we've got coming up.
Newcastle next Saturday's big game.
Newcastle, that's it. You know, if we get past the Newcastle look good against Everton, but it was Everton who have had their worst season in a long, long time. I
think Everton could go down. You know,
not quite. They're being dragged into it, but I think they're 3 worse teams than Everton.
Yeah. Good result for Burnley the other night, though.
Yeah, it was. Oh, that's brilliant, that wasn't it?
Yeah, Kent makes another one. Nicky Maynard was another one. Yeah, I agree. He's really good in the Championship, but isn't. If you could sign anyone for the Championship, I don't know what your knowledge is like, Jay. Everyone else in the chat, who would you sign for West Ham? Or do you not really know any? If you could.
Jordan Hugill. No, I'm joking. Just kidding. One player from the Championship. Can I give you one centre back and one striker? Can I be cheeky?
If you want, go on.
Joe Worrell from Forest, and I'd have a punt at that. Diaz from Blackburn for the right price.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would go. I'm going to pick the same as you. I'd have Kelly from Bournemouth, and I'd have Diaz as well. Yeah, they're my two. Pete's going for 2-0 West Ham. I was discussing earlier. How many points can we get out of our last 14 games? Right, let's get the table up. Right,
so let me work this out. So that's 14.
42
games left. That is right. Let's do some maths. So that is 14 times 3 is 12. 3, 4. So it's 42. Is that 14 times 3, Andy? 42.
Yeah, that's what I counted out.
Yeah, that's what I've just wrote there. Where is it? There you go. 14 times 3 is 42. 42 points available. We've still got to play big sides like Man City at home, Spurs away. We've got to play Chelsea away. We've got to play Liverpool away.
Yeah.
40 out of the 42 points. I'd like to see us put. How many points did we get last year, Andy?
Oh, I
What
can't remember,
what was the
mate.
rough region it was in?
It's like 60 something, wasn't it?
Yeah. If we could push
60.
that 60 boundary, I'd be happy. If we
Yeah,
could
so we've
get,
got
we can get
39. So we've got
20
40 points at the minute.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're safe.
Yeah. I think 6 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses, 22 points.
Yeah,
So if
that's
we
fair.
get that, that'll take us to 62 points if that happens.
Yeah.
No, 6
And
wins.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that solidly gets us Europa League, in my opinion.
Yeah. 21. Wolves could last year. West Ham dark horses for Europe.
I
Mr.
agree.
Hardy's in the building. Hope you are well. Carvalho, yeah, another good one. Is he signed for Liverpool yet though?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty much done for the summer, but he hasn't signed for them. Is he from Fulham? That Fabio Carvalho? Is that it?
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Kane Lewis Potter from Hull, another one. Yeah. Kent saying
Johnson. Yeah.
Brendan Johnson or Lloyd Kelly or no, definitely. Spurs let me down on the 6th, but I was still happy they lost.
Andy, before you start wrapping things up, tell the people what's going on at 20 to 8 tonight, or whatever time you scheduled it for.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, it's in 15 minutes time. This is a man. I've got the shirt. I've got it on the back as well. Mike's coming on as well. We are doing an appreciation for a certain someone. Oh, where's Jake gone?
Hang on.
Where's he?
Hang on. Does this shirt remind you of him, Andy? Hang on.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, it does. It's a certain Mr. Paolo Di Canio. So me and Mike will be talking about our memories, specific goals, what he scored. Obviously, in my opinion, it's still the best Premier League goal of all time, that volley. I don't know about you. Jake, you want to lie when it happened, but that's got to be up there, isn't it, for one of the best Premier League goals ever?
It has, definitely. And it's Mufti Day at school tomorrow, so that means I ain't got to wear uniform. So I've already made the decision that I'm going to wear this shirt tomorrow. The Paolo Di Canio shirt is coming out just to annoy all of the Man United fans.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope Wolves beat Arsenal in their game starting. No, we want to draw, really.
Draw. But I really despise Arsenal, so I wouldn't mind a Wolves win if we beat them in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Luke saying 42 points we're going to get. Pat saying 30.
Big
gains. Spur, yeah. Let's have a look. Kieran Davis from Forest on loan on Villa looks good. Yeah, he's quite old now, I think, though, isn't he? But he's still good. Oh, look who it is.
It's Mr. American because they play soccer over there. It's not football, it's soccer. Hello.
If we get 30 points, we get 70 points. We could finish second or third if we get 70 points.
Andy, you're dreaming.
I'm not. I'm not. Let's have a look. Frank. Oh yeah, everyone's saying hello. Paolo Di Canio. I've had the pleasure. Very lucky, Ken. Very, very lucky. And Frankie's put the question in. If 50 million to buy a striker, who do you buy, Jake?
Ooh.
Anyone else in the chat as well? Quickly, that'll be the last question before I go.
Let's just go with somebody that's hoping everyone up. Darwin Núñez. I've not watched him kick a football in my life, but I'm going to have a punt on Darwin Núñez for £50 million. Because everybody else is hyping him up.
50 million. 50 million. I'll go and get Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
Premier League.
I'll tell you what, if they go down, he'll be gone.
Yeah, he would be. Broja for me. Yeah, John, that's another one. Bro.
Played well last night. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jonathan David as well.
Broja, that's the one.
Thanks, Frankie, mate. Thank you. For me, Broja, any day. Yeah, the Lille striker. Right, I'm going to go and have a little 10-minute break. Me and Mike are going to be backstage preparing for the show of appreciation for a certain Mr. Paolo Di Canio.
So, Ladies and gentlemen, in just 10 minutes' time, right here on West Ham Reunited, you can be joined by Mr. Andy Miles and Mr. Mike Catcher as they talk about and reminisce some of the memories from the legend that is Paolo Di Canio. So get involved in the live chat in just 10 minutes. That is the Paolo Di Canio appreciation right here on West Ham Reunited.
I think you should become a boxing announcer, Jake.
Thank you. Thank you.
Boxing or darts?
Darts.
Could you go as high as John McDonald, who introduces the darts players?
Michael going.
Or the West. What's his name? What's the West?
Martin Godwin.
No, the announcer for. He's a West Ham fan. Oh, what's his name? My mind's gone blank. No, the darts player, the darts announcer, the really high deep
Russ
voice.
Bray.
Russ Bray, yeah. You could be Russ Bray. Yeah, let's have a look at this great show. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Ken. I know it. I just forgot. I forgot who he was.
DJ Russie Baby.
And we'll give Russ, and you can find it on my. I think he's My Hammers 11. He's done My Hammers 11 with Russ as well. So go and look at that. There we go, Russ. Free plug. Don't ask for much. But no, I'll be back in just under 10 minutes' time now. Me and Mike will be pairing for Paolo Di Canio. Remember to get your comments and memories in. We're going to talk about a few goals, which 2 of them against Chelsea on his last season. The fantastic volley, his first goal. That's a question. No cheating. Who was Paolo Di Canio's first goal against? Remember to put that in the chat. That'll be.
That's just under 10 minutes right here on West Ham Reunited.
I'm not even going to do the outro. We're just going to keep talking, and then it's just going to end because it's a Q&A. It's not even a professional show. So.